This theory is how the memory Tardis, which we know the 15th Doctor and Mel will find themselves in come season 1, will link to the entire supernatural and wibbly-wobbly timey-wimey plot of RTD2. Credits to Eddie Hu for this idea. The memory Tardis is evil. Keeping in mind Susan Triad, which spells TARDIS, alongside time disturbances and memory TARDISes, it's obvious that the next era and season will have a lot to do with the time and space machine. Tales of the TARDIS has classic Doctors return in their same roles, with their naturally older appearances. Now, first of all, I think these older Doctors don't look older because of time stream slip-ups, which has often been the case, as in Time Crash.
Mind you, they're saggier than it ought to be. Hair's a bit greyer. That's because of me, though. Two of us together have shorted out the time differential. Should all snap back in place when we get you home.
But that each Doctor we see in this celebratory spin-off is in fact an outcome of a bi-generation. We know that Russell believes every Doctor bi-generated.
My theory is, okay, shall I do my theory about
go on.
generation? Because I think there's no better place to say it. That I think what with Peter having been in and Colin having been in, I think down the timeline they all separated. They all went like that. All the Doctors came back to life with their individual TARDISes.
So this is why I think the Doctors in Tales of the TARDIS are in fact the older bi-generated selves. But why does this make the memory TARDIS evil? Episode 2 of the series saw the story, remember that word, it will be important, of the Mind Robber. This classic serial, which debuted on the 14th of September 1968, saw the Doctor and his two companions, Jamie and Zoe, land outside of reality, specifically in the land of fiction, where fairy tales and myths come to life. During the episode, it's directly stated that when you write or tell a story under the Master's domain, not the Master by the way, just the Master of the land of fiction, you will become fiction, getting trapped inside the land of fiction forever. So again, why is the memory TARDIS evil? What if the memory TARDIS is a trap for the Doctor? And as there are now 17 versions of the Doctor existing thanks to each incarnation bi-generating, we see multiple different Doctors fall for the trap. Now, how does this tie into the Mind Robber and the land of fiction? Eddie suggested that the Master's brain, again nothing to do with the Master, made its way back into our universe when the 14th Doctor cast Salt.
You can't cross salt. Vampires, demons and ghosts cannot cross a line of salt until they've counted every single grain.
Oh, I keep thinking, I wish I hadn't done that thing with the salt. I invoked a superstition at the edge of the universe, where the walls are thin and all things are possible.
And since his return is now taking revenge on the Doctor by luring in their companions and, on occasion, actual bi-generated Doctors and trapping them within the land of fiction. Remember, bi-generation was supposed to be a myth, and where else would myths and fables come true other than the land of fiction? All the Doctors have bi-generated because the land of fiction has broken into reality. The reason why the 15th Doctor and Mel are in the memory TARDIS is that now it's their turn to be lured in and trapped, except the 15th Doctor figures this out unlike his counterparts, which is why he is seen to open the doors and scream, realizing how many have come before him that have now been trapped. With bi-generation seeming messy in places, this is both a satisfying, easy to understand and entertaining way to tie together multiple different plot pieces. Anyway, with not too long to go now, I'll be seeing you all again very, very soon.